Hey guys, today I want to talk to you about the Avegant Glyph. So I'm not gonna have an unboxing today because I've had these for quite a while now, but I thought I'd do my own review on this in case people wanted to know what you could use this for, what kind of market it's for as well. I ordered these about 2 or 3 years ago. So at the time that I got these, I got them at Newegg for $190, and they were advertised as a VR headset slash personal theater. Now, when I received these in the mail, I tried them out, and one thing that I loved about these was the fact that the display is very bright. It uses DLP technology to directly project light into your retinas, so that way the image is literally being projected into your retinas. And they have a resolution of 720p. Even though it's not full HD, I actually prefer these over the ones that bring LCD displays, simply because the image is a whole lot crisper, and I find that the colors are also more true. I seem not to get as motion sick with these, but I'll get to that in a second as well, because there's another caveat, at least with me. I don't know if it'll be the same for others, but at least that was my experience. One thing that I like about these is the fact you see the lenses right there. It has these knobs, so you can actually adjust the focusing on these. You can actually adjust each eye individually. So like, let's say you have one eye that's weaker than the other, or one that's stronger than another. Well, obviously one's weaker than the other one's stronger, right? When you wear these, you don't have to wear glasses, and actually it's recommended that you don't wear glasses because you're gonna have a very poor viewing experience if you wear glasses, because the lenses will be too far away from your eyes to do a pretty good job at it. Another thing too is that they have these little 2 tabs here. They adjust the lenses for the width of your eyes, and also to kind of cover the image itself. I don't have it here on me because I misplaced them, but if you look here, it has like a hole there. When you buy this, it comes with a bunch of nose pads, which you can use according to the fit of your nose, so that you can have a more comfortable fit on your face. Personally, I don't use it, mostly because it put too much pressure on my nose. I can see fine without the nose pads, but some of you may need the nose pads simply because you might want a more comfortable fit. Here, there's a little knob, and what that knob does is that when you have your nose pads there, it helps to adjust for the height, so that you can have, again, a better viewing experience. Also here, there's a little button here, and that's for the lenses. Since the lenses, they actually can be pushed in when you're going to store it, and if you press this, they pop out. Also, it has a button here. It has these little, they kind of look a little braille bumps, but they're not. They're just there for you to know. One is for brightness, one is for volume up, one is for volume down. The one here in the middle is to mute. When you're listening to stuff and somebody comes into the room talking to you, you can press this to mute it, and then press it again to unmute. Here it has the head tracking and also the 3D options. Now, I know for a lot of people, immersion is a big thing. These, one thing I did enjoy about them was the fact that when I put them on, I can nicely view everything from here, but yet I can still see my surroundings for the most part, except for like maybe this little bar around here. But I can see down, I can see up, and if I do this, I can also see. Some people don't like that, but me personally, I actually do, just because I kind of like to be aware of my surroundings. So to anyone who wants a more immersive experience, use these in a dark room, so that way you don't have to worry about any lights or anything like that bothering you or taking you out of your immersion. These were advertised as a VR headset. I want to tell you right now, these are not a true VR headset. They do have head tracking, but that's about it. For example, I remember I thought I could use these for a movie that I had bought on Steam that is one of those interactive type movies. The head tracking did work. The problem is you can't select. VR headsets are made that when you look at certain things, it selects it. This doesn't do that. So these take advantage of the tracking like of a mouse. So these work better on a PC. I haven't tried it on a PlayStation, so I can't tell you. Maybe I'll do that some other time and I'll let you know in an update or something. For sure, you can use this in a PC. Like I remember I played Tomb Raider, and also I played Ghost Recon Breakpoint, and it did have head tracking whenever I moved my head. And again, it was using the mouse to be able to track. And on that note about games, this only supports 720p resolution. So if you output anything that's 1080p, it's going to give you an error as far as for you to be able to view it. And so whatever it is that you're using, you definitely either want to set it to automatic when it outputs, or set it directly to 720p if you're going to be plugging these in. Another good thing about these that I like too is that you can watch 3D movies with this. It has to be what's called side by side. If you YouTube it or Google it, you'll find a lot of content that's side by side 3D, which means that there's two pictures side by side, and then you'll press a button on the Avegant itself and it will turn on the 3D mode. You can also play stereoscopic 3D games. That's actually how I play Tomb Raider. I could actually see it in 3D. Now, the only thing I don't like about the 3D in this device is the fact that it bothers my eyes. Like, it gives me a bit of like a headache because like your eyes kind of have to adjust to like the picture and stuff. Some people might not have that issue. Some people are more sensitive to 3D stuff than others. So I'm probably one of those, fall into that category. So you can take that with a grain of salt because not everybody's gonna have the same experience that I have. Some people can actually deal with it. I personally cannot. Now, when you're viewing these, I know a lot of people probably expect it to look like you're watching a huge screen TV. To me, at least personally, because of the way that it's set up, it kind of looks like it's a theater screen. As far as the size, it's honestly like if you took a 17-inch laptop and like had it right in front of you. So it kind of feels like that. It doesn't necessarily feel like it's a huge image, but I still enjoyed it. It works for me. The sound quality on these are excellent in my opinion. It's meant to be a personal theater, so it gives you a personal theater experience. These put out very nice and decent sound. Whenever you listen to explosions or other low frequencies, it's pretty good at handling them. And also with the higher frequencies like dialogues, they do a really good job at that as well. Another way you can use the Avegant Glyph is if you own a drone such as the DJI Mavic Phantom 4 or the DJI Inspire. You can connect an HDMI cable directly into the controllers so that you can use it as an FPV goggle. It does use the head tracking, so you can either use it to move the camera or to move the drone itself. What I also use these for is as a monitor to view things from camera when I'm recording. This comes in handy when you don't want to take a monitor with you on a job. You just have this, it's on your head and you can view. And at the same time, a good thing about it is since you have this and this here available for visibility, you don't have to worry about your surroundings and where you're walking because you can actually see fairly well. I used these once with a friend of mine. I was assisting him on a video shoot and we had to get some shots from up top with the gimbal. But the problem with that was the fact that we weren't able to view a monitor if we mounted one onto the gimbal. And since this comes already with a long enough cable, I just hooked it up to the camera and then I have my image in through here. So this could be very helpful for cinematographers. Plus it has an added bonus that since it works via HDMI, you also can monitor your audio at the same time. When you get the device, it'll come with the nose pads, it'll come with the USB charging cable, it'll come with the HDMI. The HDMI, it's a mini HDMI cable, and then the end of it is a regular HDMI. If you're gonna want to connect these to a camera so that you can use them as a monitor, you definitely are going to need a female HDMI to male mini HDMI. The adapter does not come with this. You'll need to get an adapter if you want to hook it up mini to mini. So I recommend that either you get one of these adapters or just buy mini HDMI to mini HDMI so that you can connect them to cameras and other such equipment that are used for videography or even photography. Is this thing for everybody? Not really, especially if you're looking for a VR or a dedicated VR headset. This is definitely not for you, okay? You're gonna be very disappointed. And if you're looking for like an immersion type of experience, unless you turn off the lights, you're not gonna have a good time. So again, be aware of that. If you guys have any questions about this device, let me know down in the comments and I'll try to answer whatever questions you might have about it. But for now, that's my review on the Avegant Glyph. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe. Thank you.